Hello everyone, it's Lisa here. I'm coming in with a reading for you today. We're using Kathy Nichols story cards and we're using the Everyday Witch Tarot to clarify our reading. So the question I asked today was, what energies are coming in for 2024 and how do we need to prepare ourselves for it? So I've pulled 3 cards, which is past, present and future. So past will be to the end of 2023 and then moving forward, what's going to happen. So here we've got Sunshine Girl in reverse. Turn that one round. Sunshine Girl, something is blocking your light, dulling you of your energy. If any of you have downloaded my How to Get Your Sparkle Back free training, it's the video at the top of this page. When you first visit this page, you'll see it, or if you go to my website smileyforlife.com, you will find your healing roadmap. It's how to create your healing roadmap, how to get your sparkle back. But this is the first card and it's in reverse. So what is what is dimming your light? People, situations, places. Now, what I've got down here is clarified. So we've got the Devil, the Star card, and the Six of Pentacles to clarify. So the Devil is about something that's controlling you. I'm thinking it might be your thoughts, the way that you think about yourself. Or is there a relationship that's controlling you? Are you focusing all your attention on it? But there's healing here. The Star card is healing. But something is out of balance. So the Six of Pentacles is thinking about give and take. Maybe you've been over-giving. But the Devil can also mean addictions. But you're sort of chained to something, or you feel chained to something and you feel like you can't escape. And it's really zapping you of your energy. And also there's something about when you are Sunshine Girl, how do you feel about being in the sunshine, in the spotlight? How do you feel about that? Are you comfortable with that? Because it can be quite addictive to be stuck in this pattern of seeing yourself in a really negative way. Look at the Star. The Star and the Sunshine card feel quite similar. She's connected to heaven and earth. Notice one hand up towards the stars, one hand down towards the earth. And she's standing in water. Obviously, water is healing, but water also represents our emotions. So she's very feet on the ground, living a human experience, but then she's also connected into her intuition and other realms and listening to her feelings. There's a little pussycat there. There's a little pussycat looking in the water. I think there's a fish in the water and he's looking at the fish. And then over here, we've got this person who's giving out to people who are less fortunate. But I just wonder if something's addictive or out of balance. Like, it's very easy for us to give and do things for other people, but maybe sometimes it can be harder to do it for ourselves. And the Devil here is represented as temptation, like tempting the kids with money and ice cream. What is tempting in your life that is possibly no good for you and that actually won't bring you sunshine? That reminds me of that song by Morecambe Wise. Won't bring you sunshine, won't be healing, won't make you happy. But I wonder if this is about being out of balance with your head and your heart. So you're either up in your head a lot, or you're in your emotions and feeling overwhelmed by your emotions. And that it can be quite addictive to go into these patterns which come from childhood, which actually aren't true. And she is a young girl, so I do wonder if it is your inner child. Your inner child is stuck in some patterns from childhood, and maybe, do you know what they are? Stuck in some patterns of childhood that you need to release. Let's have a look at the next one. The next one is self-reliance. Ooh, so self-reliance for me is about, it's about a discipline to make promises to yourself. I mean, some people would say goals, but to make promises to yourself and to keep them. So if you say you're going to do something for yourself, not for other people, do you stick to that? Or do you think, oh, no, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I don't really feel like doing it today. Because I think self-reliance is about taking 100% responsibility for your life. And knowing that no one is going to come along and save you. And your inner child possibly could be waiting for someone to come along. Like, why do I have to do all of this on my own? Yes, it's called adulting and it's quite hard. But I think self-reliance requires confidence. There's a lot of kind of reddy, orangey colours in that card. That's making me think of the energy of confidence. And the girl is in the sunshine, which is the energy of your solar plexus, which is where all your feelings live. And it's also where your confidence comes from. So confidence is about trusting in yourself. And under here, to clarify, we've got the Queen of Cups. She is master of her, or mistress of her emotions. She's mastered her emotions, and she is queen of her intuition. She listens to her intuition. She goes within. She's guided by her intuition. She's also got a cat next to her. She also has a cat next to her. There's something about cats, because in that one, it's a doggy, isn't it? And in that one, it's, oh, there's a cat and a dog in that one. I don't know if that's relevant to you. Take what resonates and leave the rest. But yes, so I do think this is about your emotional balance. Balance between your heart and your head. You know, we can think about things logically, but I always think when you're up in your head, you've lost the connection with your emotions. And again, she's got her feet firmly planted on the ground, on the sand. There's all those fishes in the water, which represents the emotions. Maybe you're emotionally exhausted because she looks like she's on a desert island and she needs a bit of a holiday. You know? Do you feel like you need a break from your emotions? The thing is you can't switch them off, can you? You need to learn how to be with them and understand them. All emotions are welcome. They all have messages for us. Sorry, my hands are a bit shaky today because I'm holding my iPad and it's quite heavy. That's quite distracting, isn't it, me going like that? Yes. It's learning how to be with all your emotions and what they mean and how they feel and how they come into your body. Because when we're cut off from our emotional self, so I think this is Sunshine Girl, she was upside down, so she's in the dark. When you're cut off from your emotional self, life becomes very flat, dull. You become numb to everything. So you might not be feeling your anxiety and your fear and your anger, but you won't be feeling your joy, your happiness and your excitement. So in the new year, we're going to be stepping into a period of recognising what seems to have control over us, which means we feel powerless to it. We're not powerless to our emotions. We are in control of them. If any of you have had like basic CBT therapy, cognitive behavioural therapy, they teach you that all of your feelings come from your thoughts and all of your feelings drive your behaviour. So they say change a feeling, change a thought, and that will change the feeling. Now, I don't necessarily agree with that because I think when you've got childhood trauma, you get triggered. But a lot of the thoughts that you're probably having about yourself, negative thoughts about yourself or unkind thoughts towards yourself, are not true, and they do influence how you feel. But sometimes it can be very hard to change them because those emotional triggers come into your body and they flood your system and you feel very overwhelmed by them. So it is about grounding, feet on the ground, grounding your energy. Grounding your energy. Yes, this balance of head and heart, this balance of giving and taking. Allowing yourself to receive. Look, she's got her hands open here, this queen. This is very feminine energy, receiving. So I think you need to allow yourself to receive more. Your energies are depleted, hence why she needs the holiday. And the consequences of connecting to yourself in that way are that you're up-leveling your life, that your whole life will up-level. Your finances, your relationships, your dreams, your ambitions, your hopes, your sense of self, your self-care, your self-love, how you feel about yourself. When you are fully connected to your emotional self, which is so important if you're a highly sensitive person or an empath, we live through our hearts a lot of the time. And that's why when we've had childhoods that haven't nurtured our hearts and nurtured our emotional selves, we live up in the head a lot. And that's no place for an empath or a highly sensitive person to live. Because when you learn to live in your emotional body and live from the heart and listen to your intuition, then you unlock your gifts. Your emotional self is the key to your creative and intuitive gifts as a wild heart, as a highly sensitive person, as an empath. So you'll be rising. So I don't know if you've set goals for yourself this year at all, have you? I don't really like goal setting. I like to set intentions. What is my intention? Or maybe you have a word of the year. Do you have a word for the year? Pop it in the comments below. As you look at these cards, I love that star card. Or look at the energy of the cards. Yes, what is your word of the year? Mine is going to be joy. If it don't bring me joy, then I am not down for it. But different things bring joy to different people, don't they? And then the card that clarifies this rising card is actually the Nine of Pentacles, which for me is the card of self-esteem. Look at her. She's taking care of herself. She's having a rest. There's 9 pentacles on that tree, which represent abundance. And abundance can be having more time, more energy, more love, more resources, more money, more friendships, more whatever you want. But in order to get to the 9 of Pentacles, in order to rise and up-level your life, you need to learn this self-reliance, this taking full responsibility and being honest with yourself about what is problematic and addictive, what patterns and cycles that you're caught up in that you need to break. And then believing in yourself and having confidence in yourself, listening to your intuition and listening to your feelings. Trusting in yourself, trusting that it will all work out and that you will up-level and live this fantastic life. Now on the bottom of the deck here for the Everyday Witch Tarot is the moon. The moon represents fear. So I think what underpins a lot of this is fear. Is being afraid of our emotions, feeling like they've got control over us, not trusting ourselves, listening to the voice of our inner critic, which is a big fibber and tells us lies. The moon also represents the mother, so I do think this is about mothering yourself. She looks very mothering, the Queen of Cups, doesn't she? And in that 9 of Pentacles, she really is mothering herself. So just to let you know that I'm doing readings for 2024 and I'm going to drop a link in below if you'd like to book one, and we can look at your energies moving forward for 2024 and what you need to be aware of. This reading is for the collective, so I think anyone that comes across this today, it may resonate with them. I hope you found it helpful. What can we put in the comments below as healing energy for all who are watching? Well, we could put in a sunshine, we could put in a star, an ice cream. Can you identify what your cycles that you're stuck in? Where do you keep repeating yourself and feel like you can't get out? You can, but it just requires you to connect back to that inner child because there's something that she's not getting. You could put in a bicycle, a balloon, or you could put the moon in. Oh, I love that. What a lovely reading. Thanks everyone for listening. Take care of you and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.